Hey guys, here's a recipe for my amazing fluffy dinner rolls. First, pour half a cup of warm water into a mixing bowl, add 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast, whisk well and set aside for 15 minutes until the yeast is nice and frothy. Then add 1 cup of warm milk plus 2 tablespoons of melted butter, mix well and add 550 grams of plain flour and 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. Then turn your mixer on and let it slowly mix everything until combined, and then you want it to knead for no more than 7 minutes because you don't want to over knead your dough, but you want to make sure that it's nice and soft and elastic. So after 7 minutes of kneading, turn it out onto an oiled bowl. You can see it's nice and soft and smooth, but not sticky. Cover with cling film and set it in a warm, draft-free room for about an hour and let it rise until it doubles in size. After an hour, this is what the dough looks like. It's nice and puffed up, it's definitely doubled in size, and it's full of lovely air bubbles. So lightly flour your work surface and then gently turn out your dough onto it. You don't want to aggressively knock out the dough, I don't think that's necessary. So with floured fingers, just push the air out gently and then fold it onto itself. And this next part is optional, but I like to do it because I like to have perfectly even rolls. So what I do is I weigh the entire dough. This recipe makes 12 rolls, so I weigh the entire dough and I divide the total weight by 12, and that'll give me an approximate weight for each roll. So this comes to about 80 grams on average for each roll. So if that's what you want to do, just go ahead and weigh out your dough until you've got 12 even pieces. And then take each piece and just fold it into the center of the bottom, turn it upside down and just pinch it all together until you have a rough circle. And then using your work surface for traction, just cup the dough loosely and just roll it around until you have a nice taut roll that's a nice perfect round shape. So put it into an oiled 9x5 inch baking tray, and you want to repeat that with all 12 rolls. So when you've got 12 beautifully, perfectly even dinner rolls, cover with a sheet of cling film that's lightly oiled so that they don't stick, and set it aside to rise for another hour. Don't be tempted to bake it before the hour is up, because if you want really fluffy rolls, you need to give it that full hour. Brush with a light egg wash, which is just a cracked egg with a little bit of water beaten together, and bake in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. Turn halfway through to make sure that it bakes evenly. And when you're done, this is what you end up with: a beautiful tray of amazing dinner rolls. Let it cool briefly in the tray and then turn it out gently onto a cooling rack. Let it cool for about half an hour and then you can tear into it. This is really delicious with dinner, with soups. It makes a great sandwich and it's just really delicious. Kids really love it with jam. So yeah, that's my dinner roll recipe. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!